What is happening? Welcome back to the Past Alive. Thank you all for tuning in tonight from the episode of Turn Back the Clock Tuesday. And this evening, we are heading back to the year 2000 to savagely rip open a box of Topps Finest Jumbo Edition featuring 12 packs, 13 cards per pack, chasing after insert cards and even possibly autographs. Chipper Jones got on here, as well as some of the big names. We got Nomar Garcia-Parra adorning the box top. And we have 4 participants. This box was actually gifted to me, generously donated by a unnamed Samaritan. So shout out to them. Thank you very much for allowing this to happen. And I passed that generosity off to 4 of you. And I'm hoping that we find some nice stuff inside of here. We should see several insert cards. These boxes are about $150 if you want to pick one up on your own and try your luck. But 13 cards per pack, and whoa, that's one of the best box tops I think I've ever seen in my life. Right off the bat, wasn't even expecting a box top in here. We have a freaking sweet looking Griffey Gems. Normally, anytime I get box tops, it's something that I wish wasn't even in there or included. It's normally a common player or whatever else. Never, ever have I got something like this. Griffey Finest Gems Refractor. That's pretty freaking amazing right there. Great way to start this box off. We have a Series 2 checklist. We got 140 cards in this release. And if you're looking to pick up some old packs and do some ripping on your own, check out SlaterSportsCards.com to get your fix. All kinds of different variety of pack boxes you can choose from on there. Our 4 participants. Everyone's going to get 3 packs. We'll do it the way we always do it, the Ghetto Shuffle. Shuffle them up, and the first person in the hot seat of this rip is going to be, we'll pick this one, Robert A. A Mess of Things. Starting it out. We'll do this. We'll go 1, 2, 3. Bulbous packs. Push these off to the side. Thank you guys all for being here. We got Corey, Paul L, and everybody else in here. How thick these packs are. We got no more on the pack wrapper. And we're chasing after autographs, refractors, inserts. They should be bricked. If they are bricked, you probably won't have to deal with paper loss. The one thing I've noticed about Finest and older Finest releases over time is some of them have a tendency to turn green in spots. Paul L's looks like faded Pacific packs. You definitely are onto something there. Right off the bat, it looks like we have a Tony Gwynn insert card, and the pack wrappers are kind of crappy, but a nice Gwynn to greet us. So we do have bricks in here, but because of that nice coating, you're not going to deal with any paper loss. Greg Vaughn starting things off. If Wally Moon's unibrow were in here, he would have a comment about that card. So it's going to be a long and dragged out video, probably, because we're unbricking everything and be like a stadium club rip. Ray Durham. A Mess of Things in houses. It looks like I'm offending people and putting people out, and I was not aware of that. So I apologize. Please take my name off and keep the money. All right, A Mess of Things. These cards are getting shipped to you, regardless. Vinny Castilla. There's Adam Dunn. And if someone could post a link to A Mess of Things channel to check out his minute rips, there's Tina Martinez there. But a very nice design. There's the back side of the cards. Tina Martinez. It's probably one Mikey G already has. Matt Williams. And these are really welded together here. Manny Ramirez. Definitely a nice one there. Fernando Tatis Sr., Cliff Floyd, Pedro Martinez, and check out this insert card, 3,000 Hits Finest Moments. That's a pretty freaking awesome one. So the very first pack with the Griffey Refractor box top FM3. The card is like a freaking mirror. You can see part of the toy wall in the reflection. Very, very nice card right there. Off the bat to the first pack. We got Travis Doughty in the house, as this looks Like this rip will be like me playing basketball, tons of bricks. And there's a Ripken. We have a Ripken insert in the second pack, it looks like. And it looks like it might be a subset card, number 275. Travis D also has a channel as well. If you could link him, check him out. There'll probably be some cringy names in here. There's a link to a Mess of Things channel. Thank you, Paul L., for that one. And let's make sure we won't pass up any refractors. Mike Hampton, Rick Ankiel. It's like a second-year Rick Ankiel. So the rookie class 2000, not very good, obviously. Kip Wells. You had, yeah, these are stuck together pretty good. Andy Pettit, Jason Tyner. But Miguel Cabrera, his rookie, really his one true rookie, was in the 2000 Topps traded set. So you had guys like Jason Tyner that you could obsess over back when you were a kid or a grown man, whatever you like. Some links to Travis Dowley's channel. Yeah, these ones are bricked up pretty good. Gonna be a long rip tonight. Trevor Williams in the house says the card is a mirror to your soul. Thank you for that. To Ray Langford, Jason Kendall. So fortunately, because of the coding, you don't have paper loss like you would on 2000 Topps, Troy Glass. But you gotta wrestle. You gotta wrestle to get them apart. Piazza, Rondell White. We got a nice Ripken in this first stack. Chipper Jones and Ripken counterparts. That's a pretty sick card right there. Check it out. Like mirrors. Last pack for Mess of Things. I had some magazines like this on my mattress. TPIA After Dark has begun early. Of course, this Cactus Jack wants to wrestle. These pack wrappers want to wrestle also. You guys all know how I feel about shitty pack wrappers. All right, this one doesn't seem to be too bad. Carl Everett, starting things off. We have Adam Everett. Clemens showing up. Andy Ashby. But pretty thick card stock on these. There's a Sean Green. Jose Lima. Had some good years. Back in the 90s. Alfonso Soriano, it's a second-year card. Him, Ben Davis. Definitely a name that I was pumped on a few years prior to this. Lofton. But never opened Topps Finest from 2000. I really haven't gone after any Topps Finest prior to like 96 maybe. Scott Rowland showing up. And Delano Shields for Corey's PC. Andrew Jones. And if we can get these last few apart, Darren Erstad. Gotta make sure there's nothing stuck to the back of them because they are pretty thick, but there we go. 36 cards, and that's how many you have. That's how thick the stack is. Robert A. in the books. For spot number 1. Spot number 2. The next 3 bulbous packs are going to be Jasmine. I think Jasmine is her first rip with me. Let's pick these 2 out and this one off the bottom. And here we go. We find anything else prominent in here. Penny Sleep Steve says, you ever see the card peeler channel? All he does is pull coatings off. We got a numbered card in here. I think it's going to be a rookies. I think those are like 1 per box maybe. So I'm sure it's probably going to be somebody we've never heard of, more than likely. You got a Sosa Hideki Arabu. Kind of met a grisly fate, unfortunately. Klesko. Imagine opening a whole case of these freaking things. Berkman. Kind of early on in his career, along with Kerry Wood. And a Raphael P.E.D. Marrow. Wrestling historian says that they changed the Zevia Cola formula. It tastes different. You know, I don't normally buy the cola. I do buy caffeine-free cola. I feel like it's always tastes the same. Cola tastes a little off to me. So I buy the caffeine-free. It tastes like, I don't know, to me it tastes like Diet Pepsi. And there's our insert, or numbered card, and I can't get these apart. So, prying apart with a freaking butter knife. Jeez. Carlos Lee, you got a Javi Lopez. I mean, I hate to crack them. People do that all the time, but I don't like it. Lopez, JV Lopes, as we used to call him, were kids. Henderson showing up. Gonna be a painstaking rip to watch. Edgar Martinez, Tony Womack. And our numbered card is going to be probably a cringy name to Paul L. Ty Howington. Looking rather devious. Cool looking card. This one's number out of 3,000, which back in 2000 would have been kind of a low number. Not by today's standards. 32 of 3,000. For all you Ty Howington enthusiasts. In the first pack for Jasmine. The next cinder block. Ryan Anderson starts things off. Paul says Ty Howington sounds like a poor man's Ty Wigington. There's a big cat for Corey. And Gookie Dawkins. I've never said that name in my entire life. I don't really know if I ever want to again. Gookie Dawkins. I can honestly say I have never heard of you. Peter Bergeron actually was a pretty big prospect around this time. I remember kind of like when I was getting out of the hobby for many, many years there. Before I did, I was pumped on him, which probably wouldn't surprise anybody in here. There's Moises Alou. Unfortunately, not 90 score. Eddie Yarnell. Ooh. Nails on a chalkboard. Royce Clayton. Ookie gookie. Royce Clayton got J.D. Drew. Another big prospect from around this time. Nagel. Yeah, I don't remember him at all. Perez Abreu, Miguel Tejada, and what is this? It's a pretty freaking sweet Larry Walker Gems, though. It's not numbered, but that's a sick card. Very sparkly. Put that on the freaking mantle and impress everyone, not just the ladies. It's Fezzy. What's going on, man? Currently trying to use every bit of force and strength that I have to open these packs, separate the cards. We got another counterparts insert or subset card with Sosa coming up here at the end of the pack. There's one gone. Starting things off. Octavio Dotel. Name I haven't said in a while. Allrood. Chuck Knobloch. D. Brown. Paul L. Yeah, everybody's got to go to Ricky Berwick's live stream after this. I hope to see a bunch of TPIA enthusiasts in Ricky Berwick. He's live right now. We're missing it. Brad Penny. He was literally, we got a Griffey. This is sick. He was live at I woke up at 5:30 this morning randomly, and it was sick because I woke up to my favorite episode of MacGyver playing, a 2-part Good Night MacGyver from season 7, which is weird because I fell asleep at, I forget, midnight, and it was on season 1. Somehow, in those few hours, it skipped to season 7, but I wasn't mad about it, so I obviously had to stay up and watch that. And while I was up at 5:30, Ricky was live, and he was sleeping, and there were 100 people in there watching him sleep and talk to each other. So we got to make sure that we infiltrate Ricky Berwick after this stream. David Wells, is he sleeping for dollars? He made an incredible amount of money. I think he broke 5 TVs last night. We need to get that hooked up on this channel. Good God. Jim Edmonds. All that for a freaking Jim Edmonds. Was it worth it? Probably not. Eric Milton. Warren Morris, our Pirates prospect I was stoked on. And check this out. The very last card for Jasmine is a Griffey and Sosa counterparts. Very nice. Ending stack number 2. I feel like I've just opened a case of 90 tops with the amount of effort I had to put into that. We got 2 spots left. Jose Montes says, I remember these when they came out. Didn't break back then. All that time and exposure to different climates will have that effect. Mikey G is next. The next 3 packs. Going to Mikey G. Trevor Williams says, Gookie Dawkins played in 55 games over 4 seasons. He managed in the minors and is now a PE teacher. That is very interesting. Trevor Williams always has the facts and the lowdown on what people are up to. Whoa, we got another numbered card, and it's some guy I've never heard of. Scott Downs. Prospect and Trevor Williams. Where are we at with Scott Downs? What happened with his career, and what's he doing now? Because I don't remember that name. But I also pretty much left the hobby in 97 after 8 years and moved on to other things and came back 12 years ago now it's been. Uncle Fest says at 8 a.m. I seen he was live and someone super chatted Alexa to turn the TV on. LOL, he's broke 5 TVs today. I'm hooked and I don't know why. I saw you in there yesterday, Uncle Fester. I'm like, that's awesome. I think it was what, yesterday? I went in there randomly. Paul was in there, Joseph C was in there, Paul F was in there, Uncle Fester was in there, and Kevin was in there. I was like, that's awesome. This is insanity. Gotta go Ricky Burke. Jason Delero. I don't remember him either. There's another Mike Hampton. So he is now on the Omen watch list. Trying to solve a freaking Rubik's Cube separating these. Jason Kendall. Ooh. Scott Downs had a decent career, played for 14 years. Well, I mean, that makes sense because that's like the whole time I was out of the hobby and wasn't following baseball at all. Gloss Mike Piazza. Like 97 to 2013, maybe a little bit after 97, but that's kind of when I really stopped buying cards for the most part. I might have dabbled here and there a couple years after. Matt Williams, Manny Ramirez, so some duplicates. Mike Lamb rookie card. This one is also numbered, so we got 3 numbered cards already. It's pretty sick. The Mike Lamb and Scott Downs refractor rookie, pretty sweet. One Scott Downs out of 1,000, Mike Lamb out of 3,000. Mike Lamb looks rather devious in that photo, and that is about to be a connected unibrow. 2 packs left for Mikey G. Mikey G hoping for some Yanks. We got a Larry Walker insert card, though. I'd say so far we're doing pretty good in this box, given the odds. A Walker insert. Check that out. Almost reminds me of like a UC3 card, but that's literally like a mirror. Ballpark Bounties. And that has some shine to it. BB19. Very nice looking insert card there. Crazy. Paul said, I liked Mike Lamb as a kid, probably because I used to use the mid-2000 Astros on video games. Interesting. Paul says $150 a box. Might have to look into one. I mean, for what it's delivering so far with all the numbered cards and such and the Griffey box top, I mean, it doesn't seem too bad. Rafael Furcal. There's Craig Biggio, JT Snow Jr. Chaos, you can comb your hair in that card. You literally could. Sosa. We got another numbered card in here. They are plentiful in this box. It's too bad that the majority, I mean, you're not going to get any big name numbered cards with those rookies. Sosa, Ellis Burks. You got John Valentin. If I can get it apart. All right. My apologies on those technical difficulties. I'm pretty sure we can all understand and realize and make assumptions on what happened there. So John Valentin, I fixed this while we were offline there briefly. Hey, Alexa, turn back on TPIA. Mark Kotze, Johnny Damon, Rafael Palmeiro, Carlos Lee, and while we were away, I planted this Edgar Cruz in the pack. Edgar Cruz out of 3,000, looking somewhat similar to Manny Ramirez on that card. A doppelganger. Last pack from Mikey G. These ones feel really bricked. And we got a Chipper Jones inserted here. Kevin's in the house. Kevin, are you going to go over to Ricky's stream after this? Everyone's got to go over there. Got to show support for our guy. Hideki Rabu again, seeing some duplicates. Gookie was disrespected. That's what shut the whole stream down. Gave my hands a break there for a few minutes. Berkman, Kerry Wood. And I'm just going to show the insert now because it just pops right at the back. Another Finest Moments. Chipper Jones, 99 NL MVP. Those are freaking awesome cards. Very nice. First card of the set. FM1. Freaking mirrors. People should request Ricky 3D print him an ashtray next. Need to put that Burger King ashtray I have in the background of everything. Adam Everett. We got Javi Lopez. Andrew Russell says, today on Sports Car Radio at TPIA. I don't know if they'd kick up too much of a fuss over 2000 Topps Finest. Or maybe they would. I welcome that. Martinez, Tony Womack, and Ben Davis is going to end that pack. So some nice inserts. I mean, the box has been pretty plentiful. We got 4 numbered cards. That's in the books for Mikey G. Put that off to the side. And a little guest appearance from everyone's favorites. Possessed. And Chain Smoking Pee-wee. Last stack is going to go to our last participant. It's going to be Corey. 3 packs remain. And Omar Vizquel is coming out on this pack. Rick and Keel yet again. So a lot of dupes. But these are separating a little bit easier now. Ooh, spoke too soon. And Keel, Kip Wells, Pettit, Jason Tyner, Greg Vaughn, LaCroix, Durham for Paul L. What the hell? It's like, does Tatis have a crowbar tucked into his belt? That is something that I'm going to obsess over for years to come. There is a little shard. Paul L. remembers a time where I found one of these in probably a 90 Fleer pack, I think, and obsessed over it for a while. And well, now we have one from 2000 Finest, so that one will not be going to anybody. That will be remaining here in the TPIA studio forever. Got Tatis, Cliff Floyd, Martinez, Matt Lawton, another guy I was stoked on in the 90s, Adrian Beltre, or Corey would probably call him Adrian Beltran, and Omar Vizquel. Crowbar Relic. I love it. Paul says Ricky is live right now. We got to hurry up so we can go over there. We got a Bonds insert coming in hot. One we have not yet seen. DC5. Oh, you know what? I think I came across this recently, and it was actually a really cool looking card. I did. I saw this somewhere online. I'm like, those are freaking awesome looking. Check it out. Dreamcast. Trippy. And you got Bonds floating through the air. Is there a ding corner on that? I can't tell if it's part of the card or not. But beautiful Bonds insert right there. We got something else coming up. We have possibly a refractor, a counterparts in this pack. So this might be a pretty great one. Everything is so shiny in here. There's Vinny Castilla. Only gonna make a couple more before carpal tunnel sets in. Paul said, I don't want to spoil it, but something pretty bonkers is occurring on Ricky's stream right now, and it's not breaking televisions. Yeah, he shaved his head last night after a $3 super chat. He was punching his TV at one point. The super chats were going wild. You don't want to miss it. Ricky Berwick. Look that up on YouTube, and I will see you in there shortly if I ever get these cards apart. Jason Grilly. There's Adam Kennedy. Ben Grieve. Damon Easley. Delgado. Counterparts. Pedro Martinez. And Rick Ankiel. And check this out. We got an Andy Pettit refractor. Not numbered, but man. It's like lasers shooting your retinas. That is a sharp-looking card. Andy Pettit, not a bad one to pull either. Could have been anybody else that we've seen in this rip. But it's a pretty good one in comparison. Last pack, we got a Boggs insert. Box has definitely delivered and then some. Frank Thomas. Let's get this one out of the way first. Wade Boggs, finest moments, 3,000 hits, FM4. Very, very nice. For Corey's Whatnot Auctions or Com C Store, Frank Thomas. Bichette, Jeff Cirillo, Gabe Kapler. I think the next free break we're doing is going to be, what, 2003 SPX or 2002?